Thank you very much. Could we give Ms. McPhail a round of applause for taking us this far? I want, of course, to say what a special delight it is for us as a government as we celebrate the first anniversary of our administration in power, to be able to come to the country and, as it were, showcase not just our work, but the multiplicity of opportunities that would become available to all the good citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis. In that regard, it is for me a delight that a gentleman who gave good counsel and support to me as I embark upon this journey as Prime Minister of the country. And indeed, it was today, on the 18th of February, that the Honorable Vincent Byron took the oath as Attorney General of St. Kitts and Nevis, and I took the oath as Prime Minister. We were the two first members of the cabinet to have been officially sworn in. And so this is Vincent's birthday. So give him a special round of applause. I heard him all this week saying that he felt so good. He felt so nice. And I was thinking, in part, it must have been the lovely sermon delivered by Pastor Philip, it was, on Sunday. And I know that in part of it was that he felt he had something exciting to showcase on his anniversary, which today we are doing with respect to the launch. Of course, the Attorney General happens to be the minister with responsibility for technology. But I was going to recognize, of course, with among us today, the presence of Sir Cuthbert Montrevel Sebastian, former Governor General, who has been a source of support, wisdom, and advice, particularly to Ambassador Condor and I, as we had took a new pathway in terms of our own political life. And so I am humbled that you're here, Excellency, today, on this, in a sense, the birthday of the Team Unity administration. I want equally to thank all of the colleagues who are here, who came together at a critical time in the life of the country to indicate that there was a better way. And there was a better way when the citizens and residents of our federation could cast aside their political party affiliation in the interests of good governance and the interests of the further advancement of our country. And so we are here today. And it's such a wonderful experience. I want to say the famous words which we popularized on the 26th of September when Team Unity was launched. To God be the glory. Because without him, this wonderful moment in the lives of the people of St. Kitts and Nevis certainly would not have come. I want to acknowledge with us also the presence of several members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps. Without their solidarity and tangible support, the advancements that we have made over the last 12 months would not have been as great. So let us give a round of applause for the solidarity and support that the Diplomatic Corps and the Consular Corps have presented to the country. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be associated with the launch of the government's e-portal today. Today, of course, as you will hear from those who have the prowess and the skill in this area, we advance the standing of the Team Unity government as a modern government, progressive enough to embrace the future and all the efficiencies and efficacies associated with ICT, and in particular with the e-portal about which you would hear more. Today, we demonstrate that In our year of celebration, the launch of this particular portal reflects something significant about the type of government that we wish to be. A government that is open, a government that is transparent, a government that is committed to give the best quality service to the citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis. And significantly, the launch today will certainly help us to enhance the delivery of a variety of services and provide information to the global community with regard to developments in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we have been advised by our partners from Open Interactive, and I want to salute those who are representing that entity here. Could those representing that group please stand? A good friend, Instachio Williams, one of our young entrepreneurs in St. Kitts and Nevis, who took a gamble in the development of this as part of his contribution to the onward progress of St. Kitts and Nevis. So, Stachio, we want to commend you. Thank you for having confidence in the future. And thank you and thanks to Adam for wanting to partner with the government in this particular venture. What we are doing here, of course, will assist us in building a strong and enduring foundation upon which to deliver services to our people. Upon taking office, we realized that there existed numerous websites critical to conveying government information and services, and there were some serious issues, some related directly to national security. First, there were multiple points of administration hosted on different servers of unknown security and integrity, each conveying and collecting vital data and information. This, of course, was contrary to best practices, and it demanded the immediate attention of the Minister with responsibility for technology. Another reason why we are here is that we want to develop a foundation on which this government delivers its promises. International organizations such as the IMF, the United Nations, as well as foreign financial bodies look to e-government and ICT as a measure of a progressive, modern, and truly democratic government. Upon taking office, we were ranked 90 out of 197 nations by the UN, and we were ranked much lower when it comes to e-participation. E-participation, which is how effectively our citizens' issues and voices are considered in forming and shaping policy. Our commitment to e-government then elevates our federation on the international stage. And it is also going to impact positively on our ability to do business with the rest of the world. Of course, doing business, or the ease of it, is now an important international indicator of investment, the ability of a country to attract investments. People want to go to destinations in which it is easier to do business rather than difficult to do so. And there are a number of variables on which you are judged, and one of which has to do the ease with which information basically is being processed through the system. Whether it is in starting up a business, how many days? Closing a business, how many days? Getting telephone services, how many days? The efficiency of the system largely is being held up now as an international signpost, whether or not you are ready. certainly with the advancement which we are making today, when people get to this portal, they will have a clear understanding that we in St. Kitts and Nevis are very, very ready. Indeed, I am advised of all countries within the region, once we are up and working well, we will be the most ready anywhere. So give yourselves a round of applause. This e-government approach, of course, will bring many benefits. And of course, it will help us in streamlining a lot of the activities, the transactions that takes place within the government. We are hoping that over time, through comprehensive use of this, that we are going to have cost savings in the administration of the government. Now I am advised that the e-government approach is an evolutionary approach to 4 stages or 4 processes. One would be information. And I think Ms. MacPhail, making the introduction, advised of all the things or some of the things that you will be able to have from this portal. And just looking at it, you see that this is so friendly, attractive, beautiful, that it will make it the place that every citizen and resident would really want to go. And again, the brains behind this is in fact both a public sector partnership, representative of that, and the private sector partnership coming from Open Interactives. Again, I want to big up Stachio for the leadership role that he has played in this regard. And to commend him as a young man in this country who asks not what the country can do for him, but came with a proposal and said, this is what I and my company can do to advance St. Kitts and Nevis. So we are happy that the vision that we shared was complementary. Information, the first stage, and there are lots of information that is on the e-portal and more to come as more of the ministries add the information that is required. And perhaps after the exciting launch today, the permanent secretaries would provide the kind of leadership that we would want in each department to ensure as much information is unloaded onto the system. Only those that are of a national security and of a public health nature should not be there. But we would want our people to know as much as possible about their government, because we promise an open and transparent government. And today we are able to deliver like no other government has within the region. Information, interaction, transaction, and transformation is the final stage. We are, of course, concluding the first phase of the information sharing, and it is expected by next month we are going into phase 2, the interaction phase. The first phase includes the publication of information and egov.kn for our citizens and residents, and indeed for any citizen of the world, because we are making St. Kitts and Nevis truly global by the launch today. The second phase involves interaction. Customers can then download applications for receiving services. A lot more things then will be done online in relation to the government. We have a number of departments that are already doing processing online. I want to hail the work at the Customs Department, and I want to hail the work at the Inland Revenue. But we need all government departments to be able to afford more to our citizens and residents, and we want to do it in an organized, cohesive way. The third phase will involve electronic delivery documents. And the fourth phase will involve electronic delivery of services, where more than one department may be involved in the processing of a service or requests for service. So we are off to a wonderful start this morning, and we can only go from good to better to best. Ultimately, the government we want to have is a government that is in tune with its citizens and residents. It's a government that is fully committed to serve the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. And over the last 12 months, we have looked at the systems we have inherited. We have looked at the processes we have inherited. We have looked at the laws we have inherited. And we have been doing a lot of work, perhaps too much work, in order to take the country forward in the shortest possible interval. I want to thank all of our support staff who has been providing the kind of sound technical advice and support. I want to thank those of our friends in the private sector, in the NGO community, who have been there providing advice and support liberally to the government. Of course, ultimately, the choice, the decision must be the government. And so we welcome all the ideas, and we are going to be able to put them to work at an appropriate time. And I want to say to those who have had ideas which they have not seen yet implemented, it is not any fault of yours. So continue still to giving advice and support. Sometimes it is a question whether the ideas time has come. And certainly as things evolve, more and more of the information, of the advice that comes from members of the public will find their way in the activities and programs of the government. The launch of the e-portal reflects that. This government then has opened itself up, the quality of its service, its capacity to deliver to an entire world to make judgment and demands upon it. We are ready for the challenge, and we are ready because we have been able to work with some of our best citizens, sons and daughters of the soil, to do this marvelous job on behalf of St. Kitts and Nevis. A real partnership that should only grow from strength to strength. So Open Interactive is one that is sharing in this historic moment, but we are open to any other local business entity wanting to partner with the government in a matter that falls within the commitments, the promises that we have made to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. With those few words, or perhaps too many words, I again want to thank all of you for coming, for sharing in this beautiful moment. And I feel the energy. I feel that we are doing something good for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. And in time to come, I hope that more of you will come to commend us for this historic approach that we have taken to modernize our country, to insist that our citizens and residents come up to speed with technology, because the future is about that. Those who are going to be able to manipulate and master all forms of technology certainly will take the edge. Finally, I owe a debt of gratitude and perhaps apology to Mrs. Byron. I know that she endured many nights when she didn't know where Juicy was. And Juicy at the time was working hard, stealing himself away at times to be able to bring this wonderful moment to the country. So I bring you apologies and I bring you gratitude for allowing him the time to be able to make a mark, make a mark for St. Kitts and Nevis with the rest of the world. Thank you very much for coming.